Scorpios, I'm Christy, you're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot and this is your reading. As always, if anything I say resonates or you feel it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing. Let's get on with your reading. What's happening for the beautiful Scorpios this week? Firstly, you have the Six of Swords, which is very much therapeutic energy. I'm feeling there's something very therapeutic around you this week. I'm very calming. I'm very like relieving. I don't know why I forgot my English. 10 of Wands with the Six of Swords, both cards of moving into like calmer times and releasing. Then you have the Three of Cups. Oh, then you have the Four of Pentacles, and then you have the Four of Wands. So, firstly, Six of Swords is moving into calmer waters. If you've been in very stormy, unprecedented, why did I say that? Unpredictable times, things are more consistent and predictable and calm and easygoing and free and very like go with the flow energy. After being in a time of having to be very like on guard and cautious, you're now able to be more like playful and fun and free, happy-go-lucky, instead of, I don't know if you've been quite serious, but there's just something where you don't have to be anymore and you're really going to feel that shift. Then you have the Ten of Wands. 10 of Wands is releasing baggage, responsibilities, things you've been carrying for a long time. You may have forgotten you were carrying them because you got so strong and so like you adapted to everything you must do and must be for others. And there's something with the Ten of Wands where you're going to release that and you're going to stop being everything for everyone else and you're going to stop being Superwoman and Superman. There's something where you're going to let down, I don't know why I'm getting, you're going to let down a lot of people, but you're going to make yourself very proud. And the reason you're letting down a lot of people is a lot of people kind of just expecting you to be there all the time. And they're going to have to figure out how to do things for themselves, or they're going to have to figure out that, I don't know, it just seemed like your value is going up. And like, the reason I'm saying your value is going up, I'm not saying you're more valuable than anybody else, but I feel like people didn't see you for your true value. They were seeing you as beneath them, or they weren't really respecting, or they weren't grateful for everything you were doing. A lot of you were doing a lot for everyone else and not yourself, and I just feel like you're now shifting out of that. Then you have the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is very fun energy, very happy, very like party energy, but it's not necessarily a party, if that makes sense. It's that energy of like celebrating and having fun and enjoying yourself with others around you, and just enjoying life and enjoying what life is. I was going to say what life is about, but that doesn't make any sense at all. But there's something where you're going to be enjoying life and maybe realizing that life is meant to be enjoyed and taken less seriously. Then you have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is very holding on tight to something, very protective energy, but also very much careful energy. Some of you are protecting like a child or someone you see as a child to you very strongly. There's like an overprotective feeling with that. Others of you, there's something you're protecting about yourself that you could actually let go of. I feel almost like you're hiding something and you can actually show it off a little bit. Could be a certain aspect of your personality, could be something, a skill, a talent, could be, I don't know, like a side hustle that you're not really open about with everybody. There's something where you can be more open, you can share and you can tell others, and you're gonna be. But right now there's the Four of Pentacles energy and you're kind of just holding on to it for a little bit longer, like, I don't know, like a bun in the oven, which is making me think like, again, some of you might be pregnant or it's something about a child, but not all of you obviously, but there's something where you're just like, I'll let it cook for a bit longer before I start telling people. It could just be a new career path that you're very sure about and you want to get a good start on without telling people or getting people's opinions or something. Then you have the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is another card of celebrating and partying, but that's more of Four of Wands, I would say, is definitely like you have a party or you have a celebration. Could be like a baby shower, it could be a wedding, or engagement party, or a birthday, whatever it is. Why am I giving you a list of, you know what I'm trying to say? There's a party, a celebration of some type. But with the Three of Cups here, I already felt that without even looking at the Four of Wands card. I like was ignoring it, but the Three of Cups is the feeling of enjoying yourself. It's the feeling of being around people you're comfortable with, and like being able to connect with others on a soul level. You could have, some of you are like watching this, like I have one friend, there's something where you have more people coming into your life that you will connect with on a deeper level, and it's going to be very like releasing and relieving to you to be able to realize you're not as alone as you may have once thought. I'm going to clarify the Six of Swords. Ooh, that was the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups, to clarify the Six of Swords. Some of you, your love life is much simpler. It's getting much simpler and easier. It's like almost as if, for those of you that are single, it felt almost like a game or a job. It was like you were dating like it was your job or something. There's something with the Knight of Cups and the Six of Swords where it actually is very simple, and you don't have to. You don't have to study someone, you don't have to question them, you don't have to, well, I think you will question them, but there's something where you're not asking 100 questions. You kind of are more going with the flow. If you're usually very much, I don't know, it just seems like you're less serious and more playful, and I don't mean that as anything against you, but because I feel like it's coming from you trying to know as much as you can about someone, but because of things that have happened in the past. But there's something where you're releasing that now, like, well, I could know everything I want to know about this person and everything they tell me, and it still wouldn't be who they actually are. Like, there's something where you're letting go of more like people's words and paying more attention to how they make you feel and how aware they are of how they make you feel, if that makes sense. But it's becoming more simpler, and I feel like I made it really complicated, but basically you're not trying. I don't think you're trying to. Those of you that are single, you're not looking for love, it's kind of looking for you, and you're not having to pursue it, and you're not having to try, and you're not thinking about it, you're not stressing about it. It's almost like someone else is stressing about you, and you're like, that's okay. I'd rather that for a change. Clarify the Ten of Wands. That is the Queen of Wands flying on the floor and the world turning over. So the Ten of Wands, which is releasing things, and it's the Ten of Wands, so it's completing a cycle. Then you've got the Major Arcana of the World, which is a major version of completing a cycle. So you are wrapping up two things in your life. So you could be letting go of one friend group and realizing they're not your type of people. I feel like it's more for like the younger people watching this, that are like, it's just more maturing or something. There's just something where you don't align with other people's goals, or I don't know, it just feels like you're making more room to meet new people. And with the World card, there's something bigger where you could be letting go and moving. You could be moving and relocating in the world, and you're having to let go of, it's very bittersweet of like having to let go of where you've grown up, or could even be returning to where you grew up, but you're having to let go of somewhere that's very dear to you, because it feels a little bit like you're almost amping yourself up. You're like, this is gonna suck. Saying goodbye to this place is gonna suck. And then you do it, and there's some type of completion where you know you've done the right thing, where you know it was time to let go and move. Clarifying the Three of Cups, you have the Moon card and the Page of Swords. So the Moon is mystery and things unseen and secrets, and with the Page of Swords as well, there's something where you're definitely studying. Some of you are trying to become more wise or confident. You're trying to become more self-assured, but there's the piece you're missing of the puzzle. The sun is just coming out right in my eyes. This is really strange. The piece you're missing off the puzzle, Scorpio, is you're already confident and you're already self-assured, and it's almost like you're trying to find more and more and more, and you're not realizing you're already what your past self would be so proud of you for. You're not giving yourself credit for who you've become already, because you're so much cooler than you realise. And cool sounds like a silly word to use, but it's just what's coming through. You're so much more than you're giving yourself credit for, almost. You're trying to become more and more and more without realising you're already kind of exactly who you want to be. Clarify the Four of Pentacles. And that makes sense as well with the Queen of Wands, because Queen of Wands that fell on the floor and I've not picked back up is very attractive energy, very confident, very self-assured, and very magnetic, and very alluring, and people are very much attracted to and have crushes on the Queen of Wands because of the energy she's in, because she's sure of herself. Because even if she's not looking her best, it's just the energy of still feeling confident and not caring, which is very attractive energy to embody. And I say Queen of Wands, I say she can be a man as well, but it's just the energy of the Queen of Wands. Four of Pentacles clarified by the Seven of Wands and Judgment. Four of Pentacles I said was protective energy, and as I said it I was thinking about Seven of Wands. I do this all the time, but Four of Wands and Seven of Wands are both very protective cards. Look, she's got a force field around her to keep her safe and protected. There's something here where you may be deciding, there's something where you're trying to preserve your energy and realise that you don't actually have to protect others as much as you are. That could be something small, that could be some of you, if you've got children that are older and grown up, it's like you're protecting them, but you don't need to protect them because they're definitely capable of doing that. Others of you, there's a feeling of just almost like some of you are like a warrior. Maybe you were in a past life like a fighter, and so you're immediately ready to protect everyone and everything that can't protect themselves. And there's something here where it's like you're going to take a time out from doing that, and you're going to take a step back and let other people do it. And that might sound really weird, but I'm getting like Batman come through. So it's almost like vigilante. You're like ready to help and save the day. You're waiting for an opportunity, and you're going to put that on pause for a second, and you're going to go, well, that energy was wasted because I rarely found anybody to save. What if I focus on myself for a second? Others of you, maybe that energy isn't wasted. Maybe you are a real life Batman. Keep doing your thing. But if you are feeling a little bit like there's just this energy here of you're ready to protect, but there was no one around you for you to protect anymore. Some of you could be like the older sibling, and like almost like now you've grown up and they're not around you as much or something. You're wanting someone to protect, and there's something here where it's like, well, actually nurture and protect yourself, like to an extreme degree. Like there's something where you're gonna really, like, I just feel as if you're gonna start to become more of yourself and be confident because you're protecting, not letting others' energy affect you. Clarify the Four of Wands for Scorpio. Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. Some of you, there's some type of feeling of somebody coming back into your life, and I was getting already there's an animal. You could like come across an animal that you've not seen in a while, which is a really weird thing to say. Or like you get a new animal, a new member of the family, and there's something where they very much remind you of someone that's passed on. It's like, because with the Six of Cups, it's someone returning to you, but in this particular tarot deck, that looks like someone from heaven. That looks like someone coming down. So there's something where there's kind of like a reincarnation, and whether it be in another human or an animal or something, it's like some animal or something. Why do I keep saying animal? That might be a confirmation. There's something or someone that does something that your past loved one did, if that makes sense. But it's really specific, where you go, oh, it has to be them. it has to be them. That's coming into your life. And it's also, there's a celebration there. And some of you, it's actually you birthing that. You creating that. Because I'm just seeing my dog, Max. He used to cross his arms like this. Or his paws, I should say. And now, I don't know why I'm just getting, like, there's going to be someone else crossing their arms. And I'll know as well. I'll be like, yep. A little piece of Max in you. Like, I don't know. It's really weird. That's obviously not specific. I'm sure dogs do that all the time. But it was just, like, really significantly his thing. I'm going to wrap your reading up here. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated, please let me know by liking and subscribing. And I'll see you next Tuesday for Tiny Tale Tarot Tuesdays.